Hey guys, welcome back to another video on Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. So I've decided that I'm going to finish off the last two things in this area, which is this purple thing and this purple thing. And then once I've done them, I'm going to move over to here because there's actually not much to do in this area in Spinner's Circle. There's actually, unless I've missed something, which I don't think is the case, there is only this purple thing, this purple thing. Apparently, this purple thing from the last area that I didn't even know that was there. But technically, oh no, it's just in this area, so it's fair enough. Um, which I didn't see that earlier. I just saw that. So these three purple things, and this what looks like an oil thing, and then this little camp that is hiding in the in the fog area. And once I've done them, which will probably take like 20 minutes max overall between the whole lot, I'll then move over to I'm going to leave this area for now. Sorry. Because obviously this thing's level 20, which I'm not. Chances are this is going to be like a final battle thing or something. Um, but there's this, and there's like quite a lot of stuff in this whole area to do. So I'll leave this for now. But then after I'll work on. I might start from this side actually, and then just make my way over once I've done this area. So let's go for this. Anyways, for now, let's. Is there? It's like something closer. No. This is like a tiny bit closer, but I would say it's probably like 300, 400 meters closer. That's about it. Oh well. It's gonna shoot them out of the sky because I'm going near them. So right. So it's on like a kind of like a hillish thing.
Careful! We have company! Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thought it was landing. That's why I wasn't pressing the button. Right. So there's a cave. Kind of. And then now that I've done that, head over to this one. I'm not gonna go the complicated way. Let's just go around.
Yeah,
2.1. There's got to be a closer fast travel. Yeah, there is. It's probably like a kilometer close, I would say.
where are you?
Yep, a kilometer closer.
Wahoo!
I love, but I hate that Yahoo every time.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it sounds like he's trying to be Mario, but you obviously wouldn't know who Mario
You're
is.
hungry, huh?
Right, so it's on one of these pillars. And the fact that it's probably up there.
Whoa!
I didn't know I could collect them. I didn't even know they were a thing. I must have gotten one before. Because I know there's like a collections thing. Right? So that's all them doing this area. So now I'm going to move over to here. And while I remember about it, I'm going to do this one. But I'll just fast travel over here, because why not? I might not be doing this area anymore, but doesn't mean I can't use its fast travels. Um, it's like 400 meters, I'll just run.
Are you not me or beast? Either way, I mean you no harm. If you are hurt, there are plants nearby that can help.
I like it when they give me items, not advice. Items or quests. Because 90% of the time when they give me advice, I already know what they're trying to tell us, what they're telling me. So it's over there.
Hey, Alex. I found some tech set up in the wild, but it doesn't look RDA.
Oh, that must be one of our old data collecting stations. An electrical storm shut down the whole network, and the RDA was already all over the region. So we had to hold off on the reboot. Could you turn on the terminal at that station? That should set the collectors into standby mode. Your SID will pick up their signal. Follow it and activate the collectors one by one. And just like that, we'll have our regional data again.
Okay, sounds easy enough. I'll try.
You should have zero trouble. SID is designed for tasks just like this. And if you see more of these stations, please reboot them as well.
Gotta be honest, I don't really understand what this is on about. Like what these trackers are for. I know there was a quest that it just gave me, but what was it saying? It could be an exploration one of the little things. Yeah. May as well do this one. Just to see what it's on about. Oh. Right, so it's just, why is it just... Oh, so, got you. So, the smaller the box gets, the closer I am to one of the things. Ah.
Just received the reboot message from the data collecting station. Told you Sid would do the trick.
It really does. But, Alex, don't you have, like, the coordinates of these stations? So I won't have to look for them.
I did, yes, but the coordinates were lost. Don't ask me how. It was pretty stupid.
Now I want to know. You know, when someone says, don't ask me how, or don't ask, it normally makes me, it would normally make me, at least, want to ask. So now, again, it's not right next to it. Not even close, really, but it's the closest one that I can see that's next to it, so...
So you are meeting the Zeswa for trading? Be careful what you say about their core scar.
And just unattach it, because
What do you
I'll
mean?
either come across it or I
Their
won't.
moods sway with the wind more than their kites do. They might explode in fury one moment and merrily invite you to dance fight the next.
Right, well, it looks like I've done this one. Contribution, I mean.
We cannot close our eyes to war.
Summon Ikran. I don't get it when there's like pod things there, but you can't use them. Like, even the scanner thing is saying that it's there. It could be because we're in the vicinity of the safe zone, but still.
Thank you, Eva, for these gifts.
free skill points. Resistance against fire. 50% of it. You get an additional 50% of your base energy. Eating raw food ingredients replenishes twice as much energy. But I don't eat the raw food and the raw food ones, so there's not really much like thing for me to do that right now. It was many special arrows, spears, and firearm rounds. Not really any point. Base damage increased by 10%. Effect, duration, and range of Siren Pod is increased. Deal. Oh, that's not. I can't do that. Navi sensors are now shows a stronger highlighted on veteran and mature animals. Deal 25% more damage on your next attack. Honestly, that might not be a bad idea because it doesn't say to animals specifically. It just has a picture of an animal, but at the same time, I kind of want that, so I might. Let's just get this. I'll be getting them all eventually, I think, anyways. So now for. Actually, I might go for this now and then get that after. Well, that didn't work. Let's try this again, shall we? There we go. I want to drop about 200 to 300 meters. That'll do.
No Dapafit pods left. How do we fail that test for them?
Closing the valves on the tanks will wreck the cooling system and give you the opening you need. That'll drop the RDA's grade average.
Deficit pods. What I'm doing, I don't need deficit pods. I probably completely butchered the name, but honestly, there's not enough of them here that it would cause a massive danger. There's two big things and a couple of smaller ones. Honestly, ideally I should be okay. Definitely wasting these. we go. Bob's your uncle. Probably die ideas. They do look similar to the dire horses, but deer instead of a horse. Okay then. Now that's done. Go over here, and then I'll go to the once I've done whatever is over this area, I'll head over to the camp, unlock that, do anything I need to there, and then move on to the next area. Well, I'll double check to make sure I've done everything in this area first, but I'm fairly sure this is it. After this, there'll just be the camp. This is nice. Love how it's saying it's all the way over here, and yet it's inside the tree. Unless that's just to, like, so you have a general idea of where roughly where you're going. Because they can't exactly, like, have a thing out on this, like, in the tree in the same, like, spot on the map. Oh, dire horse. Actually, there's no point in getting dire horse, really. Also, didn't realize there's a spell sprig here as well. So I actually do have one more thing to get. That's why you should have another, like, constant look. But then again, the fog is kind of... There is, even though I tried to get rid of it all before, I have missed some fog, so... Which I knew was going to be the case.
That animal has no intention of...
What?
We will need more space for the wounded.
There is nothing like the sounds of the forest to soothe the spinning mind.
A flower cannot be forced to bloom.
Storm ski resin. Storm sky resin. Don't have any. Anyone want to talk to me before I leave, or he's all good?
not the Sky People.
No blue dots. Okay, I'll take that as a good. It does look like in this area that this Bellsprig will be the last thing. Let me go and check on these people.
It is a good thing to collect the gifts of Awa with our hands.
Though it can be tedious.
You think so? I disagree.
Honestly, I don't really care if you disagree
You
with
are
whatever
silent
you're on
too.
about.
Hello.
Hello. Where am I going? There we are. You know what? Laziness is what it is. That's literally the reason that I'm flying instead of running. And apparently I needed to climb anyways, so it kind of works out. And there we are. So, yeah, it is kind of annoying that it doesn't tell you what areas you're done and which areas you're not. But, alas, it is what it is. So, this is a huge area. Actually, oh, that's Rising Sprigs. It's actually not that big. Actually, it's a tiny area. Right, a lot of it seems to be... Actually, there is a lot to do in this area. Let's just start off here, I suppose.
Fruit needs time to ripen.
Good to know.
I'm here.
Ah, wonderful. It's Alexander again. Remember the data you hacked for us? Well, something a tiny bit complicated has turned up. Look, I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but...
Hey, it's Anka. No, Alexander, all due respect, but shut up.
Anka? What's going on?
This thing's personal now. In that data you pulled were some pretty detailed crew records.
That's why they fought so hard for those relays.
One of the names in there was
very familiar. I need you to do another hack to pull his original employee file. I just have to know it's really him, and not some weird coincidence.
Who is it?
Just tell me where to go.
There. Another abandoned outpost. Allegedly his first deployment. So a copy of his original records should still be in the local database.
Wonder who it is. It's gonna be someone we know from the films. I gotta be honest, I'm really intrigued. I need to know. I need to know. Oh, it's a level 9. I can't do level 9, Jesus. It's a lot of stuff to do. You know what? I think once I've done, you know what? No, I don't know. Because I want to keep doing this stuff, but at the same time, I want to do some missions. So you know what? No, I'll do some missions now. Just take it from the top. Yeah. I'll start from here. No, I can't do that one. Right. So I'll do the side missions. As many as I can. In this video, for the rest of this video. And in the next video, I'll go ahead and do the stuff for Silk Woods. And then see where I'm at. I might do more of this, like these 2 areas, because actually, yeah, there's 4 areas left overall now. I've done 3 of them. If I'd thought about that in the last video, I would have finished doing them in the last video, and then I would have just done that from here on in. But oh well, it is what it is. Or do I finish this area first? Because I tell you what I'm going to do. This video, I'm going to go and fight. Try and do as many of these things as possible. And then, depending on how long it takes me, if it doesn't take me that long, great. And I'll carry on, I'll do some more, like, bell sprigs and all that stuff, and base collection and stuff. But if it takes me longer than expect, if it takes me the rest of the video, then the next video, I'll go ahead and do the collections. I don't know. I'm mixed feelings. Let me see what the hell this cave thing is. So if there's anything special about this cave. Because if there's something special about this cave, then it means that I've got to... there's 2 in the previous area that I want to go and have a look at. Or at least 1. And if it's just a cave, then that's fine. Don't know why I did that. That was a waste. I would have healed. Lucky for me. I think I've been in this cave. Alright, Mendes Cave, as in This is where, right, so these caves that's pointing on the map are like stuff caves that have like special things in them because I've been in missions. Like they've had missions involved. They've been involved in missions, however you wanna word it. Right. Let me focus on getting the fast travel thing sorted, i.e., camps and these extra things. So just follow the river around it, pretty much the outline of the river. I'm obviously not going to do this one, but I'm just traveling here to get closer to where I need to be.
Anka, I'm closing in on the
Yeah, you might be closing in on the outpost, mate, but you ain't doing the outpost.
outpost.
Okay. It's just like before. Power up the relays and get hacking. One will do, but two will get us the answers faster. And remember, the RDA won't just watch it happen.
It's a bigger one as well, to be fair. There we are. I need to find out what classes is a clean kill when it comes to those, like, anything really.
I needed that break. Thank you.
Alright,
No
Snape.
need. It lets us appreciate Ewa's beauty.
Sound like Snape for some reason. Where the hell? Oh, there we are. Kinglaw Forest, Sol's Delight Base.
The Sky People are no real threat. They are tiny.
Apparently I do have one.
The tiny sky people? They will wear our spears like feathers.
Right, and then I'll head over to here.
Etua is young. She is naive.
I didn't activate any quests, to my knowledge. I mean, it's possible I did.
She grieves her mother.
I needed that break. Thank you.
Again, Snape.
It lets us appreciate Ewa.
Why do I feel like I'm supposed to listen to them fully to do a quest or something, but I'm not bothered. Huh. I think I've just figured out why. Merciful, apparently, but not clean. It was only self-defense. I'm not hunting them. I was doing it because I thought that it, partly because they were about to attack me, and partly because of the fact that I thought it was part of the mission. Don't think they're any better than what I've been wearing, to be honest. Ooh. They're both 33, but this one's got more resistance. And right. It's just in the area. And then once I've done this, I don't care if there's other ones in this area that I haven't done yet. Which honestly it looks like I've probably done them all in this area. I know there's that camp, but it's not in this area, thus I don't care about it right now. It looks like it's the last one in this area anyways, yeah. So then I'll just... Oh wait, there's one hiding under there, under the rock. So I'll look at trying to see... I'll have a look at that after I've done this one and see what it is. But like on my way, I'll do this, this, then this. Although the blood trail might take me away from it, so it might be an idea if I do this first, then go at this. And then I'll look around and see what's what. Right. Oh yeah, 2 kilometers. No, thank you. If you don't have to travel, don't travel. Like if you can fast travel to somewhere, unless the game's telling you have to walk or fly there specifically.
This sound is a strange form of torment. Do the others hear it too? My favorite Sarentu. I never thanked you for helping me investigate that strange sound.
Hey, Bosch.
Oh, no need. Just glad to help.
Not so fast. The sound has returned, and with it, the children at their questions. Leitao, you said the sound would go away.
Again? I can take another look. Still the same spot?
Yes, the hills nearby. But at night. Always at night.
It's gonna be something so
What
stupid.
if we can't find the source of the sound this time?
The children's curiosity is endless. They swarm around me like Kinglor, only they are less fuzzy, and somehow more tiring. But if we adults demand they respect our words, then we must also show them our words are worth respecting.
Fairs. But I won't be doing that for a while. I'm hoping that was a dire horse. Look at all these pods.
Out in the forest is one more gift from...
Could have sworn I heard the beeping again. Anywho, I'll go at that after. Yeah, if I just do this side, like, first, not that, because I don't know what that is, but, although it might not hurt having a look at some point, but, yeah, screw it, I don't care if it's right here, I'm flying to it. I'd use a dire horse if I had one with us, but... I don't mind travelling 100 or 200 meters, but... There is literally tons of ground. Land, damn it. Satyr beads. One. I've moved so far that it's not even scanning for it anymore. Right, so it's kind of like... It looks like it could be up on the second layer. And see, that has to be it. There we are. Don't think I like those, to be honest. No, Bellsprig. It's going to be up there, so... Normally I just run to it, but it's going to require a lot of climbing, so... There we are. If you're not going to land when there's blatantly loads of land, just dismount. Let's go and have a look at what this is.
Nothing wrong with that.
Are you Nutly or Beast? Either way, I mean you no harm. Do you like to cook? Perhaps you will find this ingredient useful.
It was that same thing, but it does help because I need that for the soup. Underground, which means I'm looking for a cave. There's probably a quicker way of me getting there, but... I know there's still another trail thing, but... just want to get this first. It's actually further. Right, you know what? Let's have a look to see what's worth 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what? There's a lot of stuff that's still only 2 points.
Let's fly.
Oh, I need to climb up there. Right, that's not going to happen. Oh. See, the question is, was that there before to get in, or is that just, like, grown there, like, kind of just being made now that I've done this?
I think I hear someone.
Do you think it is your sister coming to join us?
You are Sarentu. Hello.
And where is this terrifying beast?
Yeah, there's a thing over at this side as well later on, but right, I guess, yeah, right now.
Woohoo! Whoa!
I don't like the longer ones, to be honest. I'm getting a bit bored of these puzzles, but I know that the quicker I get them done, the quicker I don't have to do them anymore. Well, the quicker I don't have to do them for a while, because this is not it. Like, obviously there's 2 more areas altogether. And that's not including... I'm not on about the other 2 areas in this area. I'm on about still got the plains and the other area to do. The one that I haven't discovered yet. If he landed, he wouldn't have a problem.
What do you suppose we will do once the Sky People leave?
Just live our lives, I suppose.
Yeah. Where the hell did they go? See, my problem there was that I was focusing on going up. I should have been focusing on exactly where and how the things were going up. And I should have been following them bit by bit.
What do you suppose we will do once the Sky People leave? Just live our lives, I...
So, did they just... Thought I'd lost them again. Screw off, I haven't got time for yous right now. Right, you know what? Um... Next thing is the Sarentu totem. I'm just gonna go around the outside of it, I think, for now, and then, because then it'll be after that. It'll be this sapling, then this computer terminal, because there's nothing, and then I suppose this sapling, this trail, and then this spell spring, this sapling if I haven't already touched it, and yeah. It's not next to it, but again, it's closer than where I am. Forget you have to be on a really high, like you have to be on a really high drop for it to catch you. Right, before I was going to say before I start accidentally flying back to where I was, make sure it's changed destination. Also, I found out that the reason that these are now around is because of the fact that we've fixed their, like when they're in the tree before.
Another totem. The vantage point must be somewhere around here. I just need to pay attention.
Right, so... even though it's pointing to a tree, telling me to go this way. I think. Okay, I gotta check. If I have to climb over the rock, I will, but I'm not going around it if gonna get lost really easily. There we are. And it's telling us to go over. And then I assume run up here. Are you actually having a laugh? I don't care if it's ruined. Also, where did you come from? Okay, now I've lost where I needed to go. Right, I need to go back and just check properly where it's pointing. Because I'm not taking my time, I'm just trying to rush through it. Up there. There's the next thing.
The totem. It's looking up at the giant archway.
I mean, it's not.
Solid,
If anything, it's looking
towering
down
rock
under the
formation.
archway.
And yet, I feel... I feel... warmth? I wonder how many of our people have traveled under those stone arches. Was it a meeting place for friends, maybe? It's strangely inviting. Even after probably generations, it still stands. It's almost like it's telling me, welcome home.
Right, so that's done. Right, so... do that sapling that's right next to this place. Yeah, if I'm honest, at the time of this recording, obviously, what I'm saying is the case, but there's a few people that I'm surprised like, haven't played this and recorded anything. Like Jacksepticeye, for example, I'm surprised he hasn't recorded this. I feel like he would normally be one of the first people to jump at a game like this, but he hasn't played it. Obviously, if by the time this is uploaded, he has played it, and then obviously I'll be completely wrong at that point. But right as of December 2023, because that's what I'm in. I'm at the end of December 2023 at this point, the 27th to be specific. Um, he has not played it yet, or at least not uploaded anything on it. Perhaps he did go to record it and just decide it wasn't a game he really wanted to upload. I don't know, but or maybe he just didn't want to play it at all. I don't know.
Let's go, Katir.
Can't even remember where I'm going at the moment. All right, there to the computer terminal. Finding Home Part 1. I feel like I've already done that. Sorry. I don't like I don't like to keep like the game on when I'm like going when I'm like in the middle of a sneeze because it can be pretty annoying. So even if I'm not actually doing anything at that moment in time. That dog thing died from me hitting it in the head. Right, Bellsprig.
pigments will make a fine dye. Ah, yes. These pigments will make a fine dye.
Wait, who said that?
We Aranehe harvest these plants for their red pigments, which we fashion into a dye.
Yeah, I heard twice.
I would advise against ingesting them, however, for too much can be fatal. Please accept this as a gift of friendship between the Aranehe.
Fair enough.
And the Sarentu.
Thanks.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
You just give us a better piece of armor. There he is. Right. So this area is like. So this area is done. That I can scorn off what I can see. So it looks like it's just this and that to do. And then going off what I can see, it looks like that probably be it. Obviously, if there ends up being more, then I'll come back and do them. But for now, everything that like, obviously, I don't know why that's white. If why that's blue, because blue seems to mean there's still something to do. But when I went there was nothing. So obviously, when it comes to these camps, it's quests and contributions. But yeah, so for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and do those two things, and then I'll maybe just do one or two missions to end the video. Depending on how long one of them, the first one takes. I wonder who came up with the idea for most of these plants. Especially the bump ones, like those ones that keep going down every time you go near them. Those ones in front of us, that I'm out, because like these ones. Let's just see what it is exactly that's in the place that it's put, like I've put my marker at. Alright, it's just this. Just here. I was going to say if it was like showing me to the cave entrance, but it's not. Just having a look for a cave entrance. If there's no cave entrance, I'll try going up instead. Ah, it just goes around. Obviously, I don't need to be up here, but I don't know where else to go. Ah. The hell? There it is. There we go. Gotta be honest, I do not like these trails.
The sound. Have you found it?
Die horse.
Not yet. I'll find it. Just a minute. Sorry. Whoa! Easy there. That's it.
This horse does not get controlled easily. Poor guy. I'm sorry, mate, but you give me no choice. I wasn't letting you kill me. Christ, don't stop. Hate this. It's so difficult for what it is for. I think I'm just gonna have to watch them move. Though wild dog things are here, I'm killing them. Come at me, bruv. I'm not thanking you for your gifts. Trying to murder me. So I know they fly up. Question is, do they fly all the way at the top? If they're not, then I'm just gonna look it up. Right. Droplet Islands. It's shown it. There's 11 trails apparently overall. Oh, and the second one's the one I want. Right, so going through the log. Jumps on the go up thing. Oh, right, so it doesn't go all the way up. It goes just before. Swear to God, I saw. I am seeing. Oh, it's probably for a thing to go down. Apparently, I'm all right. Let's try this again. Third time's a charm. I don't care. Yeah, I'll save that video at my favorites, but I don't think I'll probably use it anymore. I think that's it. Like in this area. So, I suppose, you know what? Let's just use all my 2 thingy skill points, even if I don't think I need it. Because I suppose what I've got to remember is increases by 60, by 90, and then my health pouch capacity increased by +1. So, and this one deal 25% extra damage with active status effects. I'm assuming this you get this once you've unlocked all the skills in the thing, but when defeated you can choose to get up again immediately. When attacked, when activated, damage taken is reduced by 100%. This protection goes down by 10% every second for the next 10 seconds. This action consumes 50% of your maximum energy and cannot be activated if you have less than 50% of your maximum energy left. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming that's when you're running. Anywho, let's do one thing. Yeah, let's go on about crafting lessons. Right, so going to home tree. And I reckon after this, that'll be it for the video. In the next video, I'll just start off by doing a couple of I'll just start off by doing Maker's Den. By doing a couple of missions.
knows a war is madness.
I hope I have something you like.
I don't know why this is a thing I can get because I've already done it.
If you let me know if I can help with anything else.
If you ask me, Katnat should know better.
In the Maker's Den.
That tapestry is so lacking. Pure and simple.
Are you the one who I need to talk to?
Nifika's hoping you
there we
could
are.
teach me more about weaving.
I am afraid you are mistaking me for someone else. I cannot even fly any ground to gather my own ingredients. How could I teach you anything useful?
I can get what we need. Nifika thinks there's a lot I can learn from you.
That cannot possibly be true. Why would she say such a thing?
Whatever her reasons, I'm just here to learn. If you'll have me as your student, that is.
There's not much I can teach you. But I suppose if you can get me some bruise moss, I might be able to show you something.
At least I've already got it, although I probably don't.
The Sky People are no real threat. They are tiny.
No one said anything about teeth.
Time for rest.
Need to use chest wrap.
We need bruisemos. Do you think you can get some?
I've got some, apparently.
Everyone says they can cook, but no one does it like me.
Got the moss.
That day too fancies
I just need a
himself warrior.
tooth.
Friend!
Great roots biome. Where would the great roots biome be? Commonly around the great roots biome. Right, well I haven't got shattered biomes yet, so great roots. It is called great roots. Ah. In this little area. So why does it tell me I need another tooth when I've got a tooth? I'm really confused. I didn't mean to track that one, but
Rise to war. There you are. Do you know what happened at Stoneblade Ridge? The
I am
hunters were
afraid
laughing
Nifika has
about it.
misled you. I do not have
heard
much to teach
a
anyone.
bunch of Zeswa hunters had a skirmish with a storm glider.
Too much bragging lead them to try something foolish. Typical of the Zeswa.
because I have superior moss, I don't have superior, a superior tooth. Hate that it has to be superior.
No more hunting tonight.
Alright, Alright, now that I've looked at it properly and I've actually read the thing. Looking up a guide of how to get a viper wolf tooth.
Thank you for these gifts. Niku will like this.
Yes. That'll do me. I don't hit my microphone with my hand.
She has good instincts.
I met great-grandmother in the glade of light. She was cheerful as ever. I got into an...
Do you have no other clothes?
Tell you more stories of her youth.
You know you bring these woes upon yourself.
She spoke of her weaving for hours. I thought it would never end.
Is a competition you know you can easily win. No good at all. Although this was a very short contest.
Good. Good.
And then those two. And then the last one. I wasn't going to use the fatty meat, but I think I will. Because once I get to that point of doing that properly, I should be able to get it pretty easily.
What are you looking for now?
Honestly, I think if I want anything from him, it would just be...
Go on now.
It would just be ingredients.
Wow, that is a great piece. I knew there was nothing I could teach you.
Is right. Sky people are strong.
That's it? Not gonna teach me anything else?
You should ask Nafika to teach you. I'm just useless at this. Sorry.
Not even trying.
But
look, I know you are trying to help me be, like, more confident or something. But Nafika is wasting your time. I am genuinely terrible at this. At everything.
Are you a hunter?
come to better yourself? Stay sharp, young one.
Perhaps you should talk to Tahewu instead. He likes to feel helpful.
Stranger.
Sorry, I have heard you're having trouble with Natu. I mean, not that you need my help, of course.
Natu is convinced she has nothing to teach anyone.
Oh, that is clearly not true. She always knows what is wrong with my work right away. Sometimes even before I start. Just yesterday, I had this great idea for a design. She listed off 15 different reasons why it was a terrible idea.
Fair enough.
Why don't you teach me about this design of yours? Maybe that'll get her attention.
Oh? Really? You want me to teach you?
Yeah, why not?
Are you sure? Wow.
Thank God.
I cannot let you do this. Please, stop. This weaving pattern is atrocious. Did Tahewu teach you this?
Tahewu's eager to teach me, and I have no one else to turn to.
I cannot let Tahewu fill your head with his silly ideas. The other clans will think his work stands for all Aranae. We will need some dry moss. Skyrock moss. It grows in the boundless range.
Yeah, I've
so
seen.
Getting some will not be easy. You will have to fly there.
Yes, teacher.
Shouldn't have.
Please do not call me that. I am just trying to help the best I can.
I should have got some before when I had the chance.
Sarentu.
Right. Must use Skyrock.
You had better hope Nafika.
I hope I have something you like. You're... Come back if you need more.
Natu gets so much attention.
I do not know where it went wrong, but Relun was not happy with the dryness of my
Gather and sky rock moss may require
Not coming.
Thank you,
boundless area.
these gifts.
The boundless range. Where the hell is the boundless range? Ah. Suppose I may as well kill two birds with one stone.
You are Sarentu. Hello.
Goodbye. Oh, no thank you, mate. Let's start off from here, shall we? No, I don't want to... I need to change those buttons. Track and fast travel. This mission is taking longer than I expected. If this isn't the last bit of this mission, I'm calling it quits after this bit regardless.
Not looking forward to Neam as the Olo 8 time, then?
Still 4.2 kilometers. Okay, perhaps this will be a better place to go. Because I'll just be literally just flying up.
Where are you?
We're gonna pop to the top. Yeah, it's because I'm right underneath, but I need to go all the way up. Right, which was a button that you could just press to unpin everything?
I think we got away.
From what? Or maybe it's because of the fact that I jumped down. So if I stay at the same height, but just go ahead.
Let's ease off a little. You need a rest. Yeah, yeah.
I didn't actually know I was on it. I thought I fell off a cliff. Oh, I did.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where the hell is that moss? Weird. Strange.
Nathan will like this.
I feel like I should probably bring some more just in case if I can. And then let's just go back. Um,
But those berries were twice their normal size.
You should remember that
They
more
have
is
this
not
thing called
necessarily
fight dancing. I mean, really?
Oh yes. They fight, but also dance at the same time. It sounds so exciting.
It sounds uncouth.
Then I just
You're
make one
good
of
at
these.
this. I struggle with this weave myself. This is good. You are way better than me at this stuff.
Your technique is what makes this easy.
Nonsense. You are the one who found the moss and did the weaving.
And you taught me how to do it. You really are an excellent teacher, Netu. Just like Nefika and Tahewu said you were.
I never thought... Wait. Nafika said that. And Tehewu?
Of course. They know you can do great things. Even if you don't believe it.
Thanks. It actually felt pretty good to show you what I know.
I've been in there. I've been
Leave
in
me
that.
alone.
All right, Jesus. Anywho, I'm gonna call it quits. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next video. Bye guys.